What's happening, guys? My name is Weds, and today we're going to talk about the Lavaback. I'm going to give you some tips on how to pass it on chapter 4. Now, this is intended for those that may be struggling trying to get past the Lavaback on chapter 4. Now, the first big tip I'm going to give you as far as preparation, just use the vendor, the food vendor, I mean. So with this food vendor, you are able to purchase some food that will help you to fight the Lavaback, because fire resilience is something that you are going to need to help you with the Lavaback. So if you come up here, always make a use of this vendor. That way you can buy the stuff that you need. It doesn't matter which boss you're going to fight. Just come here and then just see what is available and then buy those things that's gonna help you out. But if you have this smoker, all you gotta do, just come here. As long as you have the resources or the ingredients, then you can come here and cook your own food, and then you can get ready for the fight. Now you can come here and use the dry azuki beans, and you can see you get fire resistance for that. You just cook this bad boy for whatever time it might take you, and then you can just come back and pick it up. Now, understanding how to maximize your food, your hunger, is also very important. So when I'm ready to get the buff for the fight, so I'm gonna come and get my smoke dried azuki beans here. That gives me the 10 resilience for fire. So I'm gonna eat this. As you can see, I have 55 for my hunger, which means I only have 45 hunger points left. So that's why you need to make sure you maximize your potential. So you got to find some other foods that are gonna help you out. Now, you may not be able to fight fire resistance if you don't have it. Just do the math so you can get that 100%. Now, since I know I only have 45 points left of hunger, all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do a 35, and then I'm gonna also do a 10. That would max me out as 100%. That's how you maximize your potential for food eating. Otherwise, you're gonna waste some space and you're not going to have the benefit that you need. Now that I know what kind of food that you need to eat, now it's time for me to show you the armor and weapon that you should use. So let's go to the lady right here, and then I'm gonna go to change equipment. Now, as far as weapon, I'm using a claw blade, but you don't have to use that. Use whatever weapons that you have available to you, or whatever weapon that you feel like that's gonna give you the best bang for your buck. So that's what I'm using. As you can see, the stats on the right side, but at the end of the video, I am going to show you the tree path that I am using, just in case you are interested. But let's go to the armors that I'm using. Ideally, you would want to use the bandit armor set because it is well balanced, especially gives you a good fire balance in the positive. So you want to make sure that you are in positive for fire. So if you are in the negative for fire, you are going to have a very hard time fighting the Lavaback. So but if you can farm for some other pieces of armor that have higher defense, then that's what you need to do. Like what I have right here is the Sable Maramangu, and I'm going with the Kimono path. Now, the reason why I'm going with the Kimono path is because of the resurrection, which I will show you in a minute. Now, for the helmet, as you can see what I'm using in the stats, and look at the fire, it's at only 6. Now, for the chest piece, as you can see, I am using the bandit armor piece, and it's got 5 fire in the positive, and you also have resurrection, which is one of the reasons that you are using the Kimono path. And then for the arms, I am using the Sable Mara because it gives me 4 fire, and then that was the better piece that I have in my collection, so that's why I'm using. And it also have Ironclad, Blackout, but the poison recovery not necessary, but I can use this for when I am fighting the Fume Beak, the bird that poison you. But I have this on there because of the fire and the stats that it has that really helps. And for the pants, I am using the Miyotara, but that's the best that I have. Now, although the fire is very low, but it's got some good stat, and then this is the best that I have in my arsenal. Now, for the legs, I am using this Miyotara one because of the fire it gives me, because that's the highest fire that I can get in the legs that are in my collection. And also it's got a resurrection just in case I didn't have resurrection somewhere else. Now, as far as resurrection is concerned, it can save your life at least once in a hunt. Now, even though I have 2 on there, but it only procs only once during the fight as far as I can tell. Now, when it comes to the talisman, as you can see, you can use whatever you want. Just use whatever that you have available that will synergize with your loadout and what gives you the best benefit. Now, the ones that I'm using are good for my claw blade, and also I'm using some with elements, those status effects that can help you in the fight if that kimono is susceptible to said status. So that's what I am using as far as talisman is concerned, but use whatever you want. Now for the equipment info, as you can see, I have 213 for my defense. Now as far as my resilience, you can see I have 34 for fire. That means I am in the positive, so it is better than being in the negative. So that's a plus for that. Now when it comes to the skills, as you can see, everything that I have going on here, it really doesn't matter. It's just based on what you have going for you for your weapons and the piece of armor, and it's whatever works. I'm just showing you just for transparency, and you can see what we got going on here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helps. I will see you guys in the next one.